Hello, squad. Welcome back to my channel. I should be welcoming myself back, right? Yeah, I know. I've been gone for a while. If you follow me on Instagram and or if you've seen any of my older videos, you would know that I actually had to have surgery. I had to have a hysterectomy. I had to have a hysterectomy due to I had stage 4 endometriosis. If you don't know what that is or anything like that, you could definitely look it up. Or if you guys would like a video of me kind of explaining that, because there's actually a lot of women in the world who don't know that they might have this. They don't think of it. Sometimes doctors don't think of it. I've had it since I was really young, around 15 years old, and no one really believed me or anything like that. And I just now started getting that worked out, and now it is completely worked out at the age of 28. So I can definitely go into details with you guys if you want about that journey, about the journey I am on now, and about getting my body right, getting my mind right, my emotions, everything like that. So if you guys want a video on that, definitely let me know. I would love to spread some positive energy and inform people and just kind of let you know like this is possible, y'all. Okay, but just definitely let me know. But let's not forget, it's your girl Tiggy, and welcome back to my channel. So first of all, let me put this disclaimer out there. I have a Note 9. I am on Oreo. I did not update my phone to Pi. So my phone had updated like while I was sleeping. It updated to Pi, and I was so upset because fonts weren't working at the time. Now they've found a way to get it to work. I'll tell you why though as we're going through the video, why I wasn't digging it. So what I did was I just found some videos on YouTube, y'all, 100%. Found out how to downgrade my Note 9, so I downgraded it back and haven't had a issue with fonts or anything like that since. So that is what we're working with. That is my disclaimer. This is fonts for my Note 9 on Oreo. I'm not on Pi. So just please keep that in mind. You don't need to leave no comments like this didn't work for me or something like that. If you're not on Oreo, I would suggest don't even try this way, because keep in mind that the app I'm using today is created by a person. So if they haven't figured out how to get it to work on Pi yet, it just don't work on Pi yet, honey. I can't help with that. Right now it's working fine on Oreo, but you know, not working on Pi. There is another way for Pi users to get fonts, which eventually I'll update the description down below and have info there for you guys so you can go check out those people. I know there's a couple people on like I think it's AZ Barb or Barbie. Shout out to you, boo. She did make like a whole like thing on how to get it to work. I think it was AZ Barbie. If it's not, I'm sorry, mamas, but I'm pretty sure it's her. But there's a couple people who have posted like tutorials and things. So if I can find them, most of them have been on Instagram. I will definitely update the description down below eventually so that those are down there. So if users on Pi want to get fonts working, I got you. Okay. But today we're going to get fonts working on Oreo. So some people were having issues with the Theme Galaxy. Theme Galaxy actually came out with another app called GX Fonts. So that is the app I'm going to be using. But y'all already know your girl likes to prep. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go to my Dropbox. Mind you, the font I'm using now is one of my own fonts. So I'm going to go to my fonts. That's why they're all TS for Tiggy Styles. What's up, squad? But I'm going to find me a font in here. I think I'm going to do this one. This is one of my favorite fonts that I have made. So I'm going to go ahead and export this and hit save. Then what I'm going to do is go ahead to my files. Now keep in mind in my files, how do I say this? Once you install the first font, it'll automatically put these folders. But for the meantime, what you're going to do is you just hit downloads, and this is where the font is. You're actually going to want to move it. And I say this because I had issues with like finding stuff, which you'll see here in a minute. But all I did was put it in here. So I hit done and put it in there. So then after that, what I do is I go to, first of all, let's go Play Store. and you're going to search for GX fonts. Now with GX fonts, I do know that I had to pay. I want to say at the most it was like $3. It definitely could be less than that. But it was around $3. But you can always read more. Just keep that in mind as well, y'all, because sometimes you guys don't want to, like, not you guys, but you know, most of y'all is gals who watch my channel, but people in general don't ever want to read the disclaimers or the info, the description that they put on these apps. And that's where the confusion and the problems come in, because people are not willing to you know, just read it. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you have to read. They did update this app, so let's read what's new. So this app will not work on S8, 8 Plus, S8 Plus, let's get that right, S8 or the S8 Plus, Note 8 Pi, Samsung blocked custom fonts and themes. It says that in parentheses. Then it says added support to include medium, medium italic, light italic, if available for creating custom fonts. Bug fixes and minor improvements. Read about section for custom emojis. Add support to include bold, italic, bold slash italic slash bold italic, if available for creating custom fonts. So I'll have to open up a font so you guys can see what that is about, so if you don't understand that completely. And then it says about this app, download or create your own custom fonts for your Galaxy device. And then they've updated it. All the Galaxy devices running official stock Nougat, Oreo, or Pi are supported. S8, 8 Plus, Note 8, Pi doesn't support custom fonts. Now, with that being said, still use this at your own choice. No one is forcing you. The reason I say that is because there's some people who have like a S10 or S10 Plus, and they have not been able to use this app, even though they're not part of the can't use and they're on Pi. That is now apparently supported. So I know there have been some people posting on Instagram and things like that they have not been able to do this, okay? But get this at your own risk. I'm just letting you know now. I definitely have a Note 9 on Oreo, and that is what I'm using to use this right now. So after you download this, you're going to hit on custom. Now, this is the part where when you hit on custom, it's going to tell you have to pay, because this is not something you could do without paying for this particular part. So after that, you know, we've already moved our font to where it needs to go. You can hit include regular. That's the one that I tend to do. And as soon as I open it, it just brings me to this part, and you can't, like, if you go back, it just goes back. This is why I said to move it where I told you guys to move it. So make sure that you go to my files and you move that font over. But once you do move it, right, you're able to see right here, it says TS Find Me. Now, once I installed my first font, because I did have to reset my phone, y'all. So once I installed the first font, automatically it created this other folder where it says GX fonts, okay? So if yours is not on there automatically, you can try one of two things. You can either just do what I'm telling you how to do now and just install the font first and let that folder go on ahead and develop. And or which you could try to do, which I didn't try. I didn't realize that my folder was gone at the time. But what you could do is get the app, pay for it, open it up, and once you open it up, after it's paid for, shut it down and go to My Files, go to Internal Storage, and just look for a folder called GX Fonts. But in the meantime, if it's not there, it's cool, y'all. Just take that font you just downloaded and go on ahead and drop it into the internal storage by itself. Don't put it in a folder, just drop it. And as you can see, that's what I did, and TS Find Me is right here. So then what you're going to have to do is, if you have any numbers or exclamation points, periods, I had a dash here, delete that, because you can, it'll give you an error. It'll tell you that you can't let that name be the name in the font. You need to change the name. So after that, I'm just going to hit build and install. And done. So once that's done, this video is going to cut off here because I'm going to restart my phone so you guys can see that my font actually does change. So what you'll have to do is, after you install it, you have to go ahead, honey, restart that phone, shut it down, and once it starts back up, I'll show you what to do next. Okay, love, so after you restart your phone, all you're going to do is just regularly go to settings, display, font and screen, and you're going to go down and you will see that now TS Find Me is now officially on my phone, and I'm just going to hit done and it'll change it system-wide. And before people ask, let me knock down this size. So before people ask, the theme that I'm using right now is a Samsung theme. It was, or it is, I should say, created by Sheryl or Sherry, however you decide you want to pronounce it. Because, honey, I love her, but I say Sheryl. We'll see what happens. But, you know, everybody has a different pronunciation, so I don't knock nobody. And y'all don't try to come over here and clock me and stuff like that. Okay? This Sheryl, that's what I say. Okay? So, if you look, she has many different themes, okay? Also, keep in mind, I did have a friend test this for me. Hers only work on Oreo. Like, so, friend S10 Plus, I tried to install this theme to see if it would work because I knew eventually I would start getting these questions, which I have, and it does not work. So, and if you look, let's go back to her page. Let's scroll down to something. I'm trying to find it because on some of her themes, she does have a disclaimer that lets people know if it'll work on your device or not. I know a lot of things have been updated since, so I'm not too sure. But I know on S10s, they do not work, point blank period. It did not work on the S10 Plus. So maybe depending on the region or what batch of phone you got, it might work, but purchase at your own choice. Her themes are around $7. They come with everything. AOD, your lock screen, your icons, your phone is really cute. Your keyboard's very cute. Also keep in mind, so this is the text messages. On my Note 9, the bubbles are not themed. So keep that in mind. I'm on Oreo. I don't know if it's Oreo or if it just depends on what model phone you have. But again, purchase at your own choice. But if you were interested, this is who I actually get them from. And she's absolutely brilliant, and I love them. You will need to use Package Disabler Pro. The video that I made in the past about disabling themes, that is still how you disable themes. The only difference is you cannot get that app for free. Like, people were finding different ways to get that app without actually having to pay. That does not work. You actually need to go on the Play Store, okay? Go on the Play Store, and you actually need to buy the actual app, Package Disabler Pro. You actually have to buy it now. It was like $3.49. So just keep that in mind. You have to actually buy it. Once you buy it, I haven't had no issues, y'all. You know, I've been testing it out for y'all. So I've had no issues. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, that's the theme that I'm using. This is just my regular Samsung theme. It does not come like down here with my home button and back button and stuff. It doesn't come with the bows. These bows are actually, it's a Navbar image. So let's go. Ooh. This is my big sis, Daphny. Y'all know I live by Daphny. I've had a lot of different themes and things going on that were created by Daphny, but she actually has a subscription box. Let me find. Here we go. This is probably easier. So she has a like subscription kind of sorta Dropbox folder, and within this folder is a whole bunch of things. I mean, everything from wallpapers. Let's actually pull it up for y'all. So if you go, so it is a Dropbox link. You only have to pay once. It's not like subscription type of thing. You pay once and you get access to all this good stuff. So she has a folder for always on displays, app drawers, bee weather sets, desktop wallpapers, docs, eye in the sky weather sets, folders, icon sets, and just FYI, the eye in the sky weather set is amazing. I'll have to probably make a video on how to go ahead and if someone has made you an eye in the sky icon set on how to actually get it into the app itself. I'll make a video about that, but it's a substitute for bee weather because bee weather, the team of bee weather, the folks who created it, are funky. Leave a comment if you agree. They're funky and it's not working. So eye in the sky it is, and so far it's been amazing when I do use it. But she has those. She has folders, icon sets, MacBook wallpapers, nav bars, Samsung tab wallpapers. I mean, the list goes on, y'all. But I go to the nav bars, and that's where I was able to just snag this bow image, save it to my phone, and then I have an app called Navbar, where this you have to pay for as well. Not gonna lie to you. Do you remember how much it is? No. But to add images, you have to pay for it. It was very inexpensive. I promise you, y'all already know I don't be out here trying to slang y'all to go get a $10 app or anything like that. Because I remember, what was it? Was it Nova Launcher? No. There was a different launcher. I forget the name. If y'all know what it is, please comment. But there's a different launcher that they like literally charge you like $10 to get like the key. This was years ago. But yeah, nope, I don't do that to y'all. We don't do that over here. We squad, you know what I mean? But if you do pay and you go in here, you can go to image. Ooh, and you can click on the little gear and you'll see this plus sign. You can hit the plus sign and it'll take you to your gallery. So all I did was add the little bow in there, and then yeah, I just set it. So now I have little bows because this theme, if you get themes off of the theme store lately, which is a bomb, I'm glad they implemented that, because for a while that wasn't implemented in the creator for the theme editor. But they finally did an update and implemented that people can create custom icon images for like your home and your back button. So if you get them directly off the Samsung theme store, you definitely can. Definitely follow people, because I know sometimes I post themes like this and people really like them. But definitely when you go onto Samsung theme store, I'll have to make a separate video for that to kind of try to show you guys things. It can be difficult because they have so many security like patches and stuff that they'll make the screen go black so that you can't see certain things. So like, or like if I try to take a screenshot of something on there, it won't let me. So yeah, but this one again is by Sheryl. She made this theme. I showed you guys her Instagram. I'll leave it down below. But I hope that this helps you guys get fonts on your video, on your phone. Y'all, I'm nutty. But I hope this helps you get fonts on your phone. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed. I know I was all over the place, but there's just so much I have to tell my squad, you know? Make sure you get all the information you need. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, definitely drop them down below as always. And have a good morning, a good night, wherever you are in the world. And until next time.